Hello, and welcome to Nerd-tastic.com. I'm your host, Tyler, and here with me is my other host,
Tom.
I just realized it's been a year since we did one of these. Last time we were here, we were joined by Audrey. Unfortunately, she is unable to make it today, so I'd like to give a special shout out to her, saying hi, Audrey. We're also trying to get Sir Shamrock to be on here, but unfortunately he was unable to make it as well. That's just the problem that happens when you get older. You don't have all the free time in the world. So anyone listening who doesn't have a lot of responsibilities, enjoy it now. That time is important. I'd also like to give a little shout out to my friend Danielle, who's listening to this right now. Hi, Danielle. See, I gave you an interesting reason to listen. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about the E3 conference going on. Apparently a lot's going on this year. Personally, I'm excited for E3 this year. There's a lot of big projects coming out. Like, Sony is supposed to reveal about the PlayStation 5, and Xbox is supposed to reveal about the Xbox Scarlet.
Yeah, for the Scarlet, it seems like you researched on that one. So, could you explain on what the Xbox Scarlet would actually be like?
There's not too much detail about it, but from what I've read online, it's supposed to have higher processing power to the point that load screens are supposed to be unthinkable. Like, we're not going to have load screens anymore. We're just going to click a button, then all of a sudden everything's going to load up. Which would actually be kind of nice. Especially because I've been playing The Witcher a lot lately, and it's just those load screens on The Witcher just take forever. And that's like the worst part of dying in that game is waiting for Geralt to reload.
It's true. It's so true. Watching Geralt dying and then just waiting on the loading screen for like a good 10 minutes or so.
Somehow that hurts worse than dying in Dark Souls for 1,000 times. Because at least with Dark Souls, when you die, you're brought back kind of instantly.
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah. You think we're ever going to get a fourth Dark Souls? Or do you think, like, the universe is too kind for that?
I don't know. Maybe it's gonna probably be released on E3 if you actually see it. Just gotta watch live on that one.
Exactly.
Yeah. So as we're going on right now, PS5, I heard about these specs on it too, and I believe it might be like compatible going backwards.
Ooh, I would like that because I've been wanting to play some of my older games on my PlayStation, but I just can't because of no backwards compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had the entire Call of Duty franchise bought, and the Black Ops franchise, I should say, bought with all the zombie maps and everything, and my PlayStation 3 fried out from all the dust and everything. And no, I'm not saying Sony makes bad products. I don't put those words in my mouth. I didn't take good care of my PS3. I was an idiot kid at the time, and I didn't know how that stuff worked. I didn't know how dust can gunk up a system. So now I can't get access to all those fun maps, because they had some fun maps back then. Like, there was Prison, there was, what was it? I want to say it was Dawn of the Dead, where they were doing, that zombie movie one where they had all the famous voice actors from all the horror movies.
Let's see. If it was, if you're talking about like the classic maps, I remember like Derice was one of them. The Prison was, I think it was Blood of the Dead or something like that.
Mob of the Dead was.
Mob of the Dead. Blood of the Dead. Blood of the Dead is the newer ones for Call of Duty. That's right.
And I loved Mob of the Dead. I love the voice actors because they had like the most gangster people you could. I think they actually had one of the Godfather actors in that.
I just don't know how they got these guys. They're good actors though. Not gonna lie. Love them all. Yeah, I always want to go back and play the original one, from Black Ops 1. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if it is going to go backwards and all, I wonder if all those Black Ops series will be will come back to life once again.
Ooh, I hope so. Really, I miss Black Ops 1 and 2. Like, I did like 2 because of the zombie maps and everything, but I don't know, I miss the Call of Duties that had the good stories in it, because Black Ops 3, we had to design your own character and everything. I don't know, it didn't feel right. And then Black Ops 4 did away with the story completely. Now it's just multiplayer. And that Battle Royale thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, leave it to Fortnite to
change the whole gaming field.
Exactly. They've changed things forever. There's no going back.
Speaking of that, though, what about Battle Royale games? You got any interest in those? If there's going to be new ones on E3?
I mean, I don't know how long this Battle Royale fad will last. Because it is a fad. I mean, let's be honest. Everything is a fad. And I don't know how long this one will last because it's just there's only so much you can actually do with it. I mean, what's the basic battle royale? You're dropped into an arena that gets smaller and smaller, and you have to collect weapons to survive for yourself. I mean, there's not much growth you can actually go from there. I mean, you can change the texture pack and everything, like we're seeing in Apex Legend, where it's a little bit more of a, I want to say, a comic book type sort of like design to them. Mm-hmm. Then you have Fortnite, which is cartoony. Then you have Battlegrounds Unknown. Is that what it's called?
No, it's PlayerUnknown Battleground.
PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
Or PUBG for short.
Yeah, PUBG for short. That one is a bit more, like, I don't know, what would you call that? I wouldn't call it realistic looking.
It's more like an FPS style shooter.
Yeah.
I would consider it like that. But yeah, you're right. It's still like generic on the battlefield. Well, battle royale style. When you drop in, find loot. That's the main thing.
Exactly.
It's just the looting system.
And the other problem is they build such wonderful worlds. Like, when I played Fortnite, I was like, wow, this is a really beautiful world I'm seeing right here. I wish I could explore it a little bit more. But then you have the storm that clicks in such like a short time. Like what? You have like 10 seconds before it starts shrinking. Mm-hmm. You don't really get a chance to explore it. And I was really disappointed because I was looking around like, okay, I got to check this out. I got to get inside that prison over there. I got to see what's in there. Right? There's a prison, right?
Don't know. Fortnite game maps, they always change around. So it always keep people entertained.
Yeah. But it's just, I want to experience more of that world. And when you're on a time limit, you really can't be. I don't know. That's just my own personal viewpoints, though. I'm not saying that's the right way to go or the wrong way to go.
Yeah.
That reminded me of something, and then I forgot what it reminded me of. Actually, you want to know who I'd love to see make a Battle Royale game? Just because this would kind of make sense.
What?
The people that made Saints Row.
Saints Row?
Wouldn't that be so much fun, where they do a Battle Royale thing as all those joke weapons?
It would be... I don't know how they'll do it though, because Saints Row, it's a great game.
Yeah.
Although I was sad how they went to like this alternate hell universe and all. You know, I love Saints Row 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. I love those games.
Oh yeah, I like that too. I can't quite remember, but I think I read somewhere that the reason why Saints Row went from serious to cartoony was they're getting a little bit of flack from Rockstar. Because and they had to have the humorous element, or it did seem... I won't lie, Saints Row 1 and 2, they were fun, but they seemed a lot like Grand Theft Auto, which is fine, because, I love Grand Theft Auto. That's one of my favorite games, but you can clearly see the similarities between the two. And I did like, though, the character creation aspect of the Saints Row series. And that was one thing I really did like, because you could have someone crazy, or you could have someone that looks like you.
Yeah.
I mean, it really did get that RPG element in there where you could design your character. That reminds me, though, of that meme that I found online. It was, first-person shooter versus RPG comparison. Intro. Oh my god, this is so cool for both of them. 8 hours later, and I finished the game. 8 hours later, an RPG, and I finished designing my character. It's true that character design sort of thing. It is fun if it's used right. If it's not used right, then it's kind of poorly done. Like, I play games where the character design thing is really good, and then I played them where they're like really bad.
Right.
Yeah. But there's also kind of like a certain limiter to character design stuff too. And if you think about it, when you design the character. I haven't played all the games where you design characters, but it sometimes feels like when you design the character becomes kind of sterile. Mm-hmm. Like, best example I can think of is Far Cry 5. You design your character, but they're voiceless, they don't talk at all.
Yeah.
And it kind of felt sterile, I'm not going to lie. I mean, the story was told happening around you. You didn't really feel all that involved. I mean, you felt part of it, but it wasn't like, okay, I'm the character in my own story. It's like, okay, I'm the character in this story.
Right.
Yeah. But no, I do like the Far Cry series, though. That is a lot of fun. I actually thought about buying Far Cry 3 for the Xbox again. Yeah. So, what sort of game predictions do you think are going to be coming this year?
Well, let's see. For me, I wonder if Nintendo's gonna do anything about that.
Nintendo?
Yeah. I wonder if Nintendo's going to be releasing any other new games. There's just one prediction on what I want to know is, I seen it last time, from the last E3, was Persona 5 Royalty, I believe that's what it was called. That is a anime RPG game that I like, since, you know, I'm an anime guy. So I follow that, and I play Persona 5. It's a great game. If you see it, try it.
Yeah.
It's a great game. So yeah, it's like a new DLC pack for it. So it's part of the same game, but with an add-on of like new story mode or new storyline, I guess I should say. And it's not going to be a short 3 hours storyline. No, it's going to be like another 32-hour gameplay for it. Because that's what all Persona's been doing. Like Persona 4, when they released their games, they had another 32 more hours DLC pack, which everyone thought was going to be like another 3 hours or 10 hours gameplay. But no, it's another storyline, which I love all the Persona series.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good. It sounds like they're doing it right. I like games where they release DLC and it's actually good DLC. It's not like, oh, play $20 and you get this skin. Like, okay, can I get like more story, maybe a little bit more options? No, but you get a new skin. But can I get like new weapons, new gear or something? Skin.
No hate on companies, triple A's.
Yeah. Speaking of new skins, I've been hearing rumors on the internet that Blizzard's going to be releasing Overwatch 2.
It's going to be a big rumor, though. I wonder how that will go, even though they already have some Overwatch pros for their pro leagues, you know, I guess. We'll see how that will end when we actually look it up on E3 Live.
Well, I mean, what I really like, though, is I like what they're doing right now where they're just adding on to Overwatch and